Hi, this is Dave. Today we're going to work on the attic vents in our house. We were reminded by our neighbor that these holes are kind of big and bugs can actually get in there. So we're going to cover them to keep the bugs from getting in. So the first thing you do is you're going to take a little scraper and you're going to scrape off any dirt that's stuck on here. So now we're going to measure how big of a piece we need to cover this. So I'm going to measure.
What's inside here is the attic? Or?
Yep, this is the attic. So this is a vent that lets fresh air into the attic to keep it cool. So you want to keep airflow going, but you don't want to get bugs coming in. So we're going to measure, and about 14 would be a nice width to cover that way, and about 2 high would cover this way. Okay, the next step is to take some sandpaper and scrape this. Just a little bit to clean it. So this is the mesh that we're going to use to cover the existing vent. This is actually made for putting over your rain gutters to keep the leaves from getting in, but it'll work good for this. We're going to cut this to the right size using some metal shears. So I've already taken and I measured for a 14-inch long piece. And then the mesh that we have is 4 inches, so I just figured out where 2 inches is in the middle. I can use this pattern to make the cuts quicker. So now we can set this on here. And we know cut 14. And then we can set this here. Cut at 2. We're using this pattern because we're going to have several of these around the house, and this makes it quicker and you don't have to measure each one individually.
What kind of bugs will go in, like bees?
Bees, wasps, anything that can fly and crawl in. So
Even not fly, they can crawl in. And how about spider? This
spider?
is not going to prevent spider. That's not going to prevent
Probably
spider.
not spiders.
So your purpose is really the bees.
Yeah, the bees. Bees and wasps. Won't help ants. So we're cutting just round the edges because it'll fit into the spot better. So there we have 2. So to attach the mesh to the existing vents, we're going to use this Super 77 contact adhesive from 3M. You can buy this at Home Depot or auto parts stores. It's a spray adhesive, and so the first thing you do is you shake it up, and we're going to spray on this piece and then on the vent that's on the house. After you spray, you have to give it a few minutes to dry, actually a few seconds, to get sticky. So we've done this, now we can go do the house. Now we can spray the house with the same. Okay. So now that they've become sticky, you can push the new mesh up against the vent and it'll stick. And you can use the little scraper that you used before, or putty knife, just to push it down. Adjust it a little bit if need be. Now it's a lot smaller holes and the bees won't be able to get in. Plus, if there was any damaged spots on the vent, now it's all covered up to protect that too.
Okay.
And that's it. We just have to do the rest around the house. Thank you for watching.